Hey guys, in this video we're going to be going over the Oblivion Walker achievement in Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. This is for collecting 15 Daedric artifacts, which is the highest amount that you can get in the base game. Another thing to note is that I'm doing this in the base Skyrim version, so it's going to be a little bit buggier than if you're in the special edition or something like that. So we are going to go over all 15 of these Daedric quests, what all you need to do, the choices you need to make, and exactly how you get this achievement. Now, if you are new here, we do weekly game guides, achievement guides, 100% guides for games. So if you find this video helpful, or if you just like it, like the idea of the channel, hit that like button, consider subscribing, and comment down below with what games you'd like me to cover next. For the first of the Daedric artifact quests, we'll be going over the Black Star. At the end of this one, you'll be able to obtain either Azura's Star or the Black Star. Both will count towards the 15 artifacts, and doing this quest will always award you with one of these two. To start this quest, you'll go to the Shrine of Azura, south of Winterhold, and talk to Aranea Lenneth. Then you'll head to Winterhold and speak with Nelacar in the Frozen Hearth Inn. He'll direct you to Ilinada's Deep to retrieve the Broken Star. Then once you have the star in hand, you can take it to Nelacar to get the Black Star, or back to Aranea to get Azura's Star. Moving on to the second Daedric artifact quest, we have the Break of Dawn. At the end of this quest, you'll obtain the Dawnbreaker sword. This quest can be started after level 12 when you find Meridia's beacon in a chest.
A new hand touches the beacon.
It's pretty hard to avoid this, so you'll find it quickly after reaching that level. Once you pick it up, you'll need to head to the Meridia's statue at Mount Kilcreath and place the beacon. She'll then direct you to guide the beacon's light through the temple below. At the end of the temple, you'll need to kill Malkaran and retrieve Dawnbreaker. For the third Daedric artifact quest, we have the Whispering Door, which will get you the Ebony Blade Sword. This one is technically missable as you don't have to pick up the sword to finish the quest, but you still want to do that if you're trying to get this achievement. To start this quest, you'll need to go to the Bannered Mare in Whiterun after hitting level 20 and after completing the main quest, Dragon Rising. You can just talk to the innkeeper until they mention a rumor about the Jarl's children acting strange. Then, depending on what choices you made during the Civil War quest line, you'll need to talk to Balgruuf in either Dragon's Reach or the Blue Palace basement. He'll tell you about his son Nelkir, which for some reason is still in Dragon's Reach after Balgruuf leaves. Weird. But anyway, you'll need to go talk to him, and he'll tell you about the Whispering Door. You'll go back and forth between talking to the door and Nelkir, and then you'll need to go get the key off of Farengar or Balgruuf.
Nobody would notice if Farengar went missing, I promise you.
It's pretty easy just to pickpocket the key off of Farengar, so that's probably going to be the play here. Once you open the door, you'll see a table with the ebony blade sitting on top of it. Make sure you grab that, as you have to physically pick it up in order for it to count towards your Daedric artifact collection. For the fourth Daedric artifact quest, we have Boethiah's Calling. At the end of this one, you'll get the unique piece of armor called Ebony Mail. Once you hit level 30, you can start this quest either by reading the book Boethiah's Proving, or by just going to the Sakellum of Boethiah. Once you get there, they'll explain that you'll need to lead someone to the shrine to trap them and kill them. I just grabbed a random follower from a tavern and brought them up here to be my sacrifice. Which then, Boethiah will take over the body and speak to you through them before having everyone in the cult fight to the death. Dispatch of the survivors, and then Boethiah will tell you to stealthily kill everyone at Knife Point Ridge. Once you get to the end of the dungeon, you'll find the boss wearing the armor. You'll just need to kill him and pick up that ebony mail armor. Now moving on to the fifth Daedric artifact quest, the House of Horrors, you'll get the Mace of Molag Bal. This one is also missable if you fail the quest by either killing Tyrannus too early or by killing Logroth before Molag tells you to attack him. This one is also missable if you fail the quest by killing Tyrannus too early, or by killing Logroth before Molag tells you to attack him. This quest is started in Markarth when Tyrannus asks you to remove the presence of the Daedra from an abandoned house. You'll go in and investigate with him, Molag will tell you to kill him, and then he'll tell you to bring Logroth down there to him so that he can break his spirit.
And give me his soul.
You'll then go free Logroth and convince him to come back to the abandoned house with you, trap him, and Molag will then tell you to use his mace to attack him. Once you do this, you'll have the mace and complete the quest. For the 6th Daedric artifact quest, we have a Daedra's best friend, where you'll be able to get the Masque of Clavicus vial by giving him his axe back instead of killing Barbas with it. You'll need to make this specific choice, as the mask is the only one that will actually count as a Daedric artifact. To start this quest, you'll have to be level 10 and go to Falkreath. You'll need to speak to Laud about the dog he saw near the entrance of Falkreath, and then go talk to the dog, Barbas. He'll then lead you to Hamershame, where you'll speak with the Shrine of Clavicus Vial, who will tell you to go to Rimerock Burrow to retrieve his axe. Once you have the axe, return to Clavicus and he'll give you the choice between giving him the axe or keeping it and killing Barbas. You'll need to give him the axe, and then you'll receive the Masque of Clavicus Vial. The 7th Daedric artifact quest we have is Pieces of the Past, where you'll get the dagger Mehrunes Razor. This one is also missable if you choose to spare Silas in the end. Once you're level 20, you'll be able to get an invitation to the Mythic Dawn Museum in Dawnstar. Once you go there and speak with Silas, he'll ask you to retrieve the pieces of the dagger and return to him. You'll go to Jorgen's house in Morthal, and either pick the lock to the chest in his house or get the key from him somehow to grab the hilt. Then you'll go to Dead Crone Rock and kill Draskua and a lot of Forsworn to get the pommel. Finally, you can go to the Cracked Tusk Keep and go down into the vaults where you'll find the shards of the blade. Then bring all of the pieces back to Silas and he'll tell you to meet him at the shrine of Mehrunes Dagon. Once here, he'll try to speak to Dagon and then ask you to try. Dagon will tell you to kill Silas, which you will need to do in order to get the dagger repaired, and then you can pick it up. The 8th Daedric artifact quest we have is Discerning the Transmundane, where you'll get the book Ogham Infinium. You can start this quest at any level, but you can only do the second part of it once you're level 15. You can either ask Urog in Winterhold College about the insane book, or you can talk to Septimus himself at Septimus Cygnus' outpost to start the quest.
2 things I have for you.
Then once you've actually talked to Septimus, he will ask you to take the lexicon he gives you to Blackreach to transcribe it. After you do that, you can return it to Septimus, and you'll find out that you must harvest the blood from a high elf, a wood elf, a dark elf, Falmer, and an orc. Some locations where you can find most of these blood types easily are Alftand, Liar's Retreat, Nightcaller Temple, Ronvig's Fast, and Silverdrift Lair. Once you've collected all of the blood types, you'll return to Septimus. As he tries to go up to the pedestal, he's supposed to disintegrate, but if he doesn't, just kill him and take the Ogham Infinium book. For the 9th Daedric artifact quest, we have the Taste of Death, in which you'll be able to get the Ring of Namira. This one is missable if you choose not to go along with the Cannibal Cult of Namira, so just go with it for the sake of achievement hunting. You can start this quest by talking to Verilis about the Hall of the Dead in Markarth. He'll ask you to investigate it, where you'll meet Iola, and she says that she'll leave. You can then tell Verilis that the Hall of the Dead is safe, and head over to Reachcliff Cave to clear the Draugr out and meet back up with Iola. She'll then ask you to go talk to Verilis, and have him follow you back to the Shrine of Namira. Here they'll bring him up to the altar in front of the shrine, where they'll ask you to kill him and then, eat him, which will then get you the Ring of Namira. The 10th Daedric artifact quest we have is A Night to Remember, where you'll get the Sanguine Rose Staff. Once you hit level 14, you'll be able to find Sam Gwevin in any random tavern. He'll challenge you to a drinking contest, and when you wake up, you'll be in a temple of Dibella. You'll then either need to clean up the temple or persuade the priestess to tell you about Sam and the staff. Then go to Rorikstead to talk to Ennis and either persuade him to tell you more or rescue Gleda the goat. Then go to Ysolda in Whiterun and either convince her to tell you more, or you'll have to go to Witchmas Grove and get her ring back. Then you can finally go to Morvunskar to search for Sam and find the Sanguine Rose staff. For the 11th Daedric artifact quest, we have Ill Met by Moonlight, in which you'll be able to get either the Ring of Hircine or the Savior's Hide. Either one is supposed to count towards the 15 Daedric artifacts, but it seems the Ring of Hircine tends to be glitched, so I'd recommend just going the Savior's Hide route. To start the quest, you'll need to speak with Sinding in the Falkreath jail. He'll explain that he has a cursed ring, and the way to fix the curse is to kill the White Stag and speak with Hircine. Hircine, however, does not want to cure him, and will take him to Bloated Man's Grotto for him to be hunted. Once you go there, you can choose to either kill Sinding for Savior's Hide, or protect him from the other hunters to get the Ring of Hircine artifact. The 12th Daedric artifact quest we have is Waking Nightmare, where you'll get the Skull of Corruption staff. This one is missable if you allow Erendur to live at the end, so when given the choice to kill him after he releases the staff, you'll need to do so. To start this quest, you can go to the Wind's Peak Inn in Dawnstar and speak to Erendur. He'll explain the situation about the nightmares in town, and then he'll tell you to follow him to Nightcaller Temple. Follow his directions through here until you get to the end, where he'll dispel the barrier around the staff. A voice will tell you to kill him, and you'll need to do so before Erendur is able to complete his ritual. You can then pick up the Skull of Corruption staff. For the 13th Daedric artifact quest, we have the Only Cure, in which you'll be able to get the Spellbreaker shield. To start the quest, you'll have to be at least level 10 and go to the Periite Shrine to speak with Kesh. He'll ask you to bring him some vampire dust, a deathbell flower, a silver ingot, and a flawless ruby. He'll then tell you to inhale the fumes from his concoction, and you'll speak to Periite, who will tell you to go to Bethardams and kill Orchender. Once you do this, in return, you'll receive the Spellbreaker shield. The 14th Daedric artifact quest is the Cursed Tribe, where you'll get the Volendrung Warhammer. This one is also missable, as you'll have to make sure that you actually pick the Warhammer back up after placing it on the shrine. To start the quest, you'll need to be at least level 9, and you'll need to go to Largashbur and talk to Atub. She'll ask you to bring her Trollfat and a Daedra heart. You'll then sit through her ritual and talk to Ymars, who will tell you to go with him to kill a giant. Once you're there, he will ask you to do it for him and then try to kill you. You, of course, will then kill him and take Shagrol's Warhammer back to Largashbur. Then you'll be asked to put that hammer on the shrine, it'll turn into Volendrung, and then you can take it. For the 15th and final Daedric artifact quest, we have the Mind of Madness, in which you'll be able to get the Wabbajack staff. You'll need to go to the Blue Palace to get access to the Pelagius Wing. Here you'll be teleported to Pelagius's mind, and Sheogorath will give you the Wabbajack staff. At this point, you just have to go through the 3 areas to use the Wabbajack to escape, and you get to keep the Wabbajack. Now at this point, you should have obtained 15 artifacts, which is all that's required. But if you chose to go the Ring of Hircine route on the Ill Met by Moonlight quest, you may end up not actually getting the achievement. So if this happens, you can return to the Bloated Man's Grotto to kill Sinding, and Hircine will then still award you with the Savior's Hide, which should then unlock the achievement. And with that, we've unlocked the Oblivion Walker achievement. If you liked this video or found it helpful, be sure to like, subscribe, and comment with what games you'd like me to cover next.